Hey guys, welcome to the 2023 holiday fashion show. We're already having sure. I have my personal assistant trying to help me, so that's why the camera's like this. Just hold her. They're not cooperating, so give me a second. All right. And I'll introduce them as we play along. Hello everyone. Hello. I have to do every one of them relatively quick because they will climb out of their outfits and get annoyed with me. So here is Hulk. He is a rescue. He's roughly 6, 7 years old. I'm not sure how old he is. He's not a Dallas Cowboy. We are Eagles fans here. Of course. My son's saying he's a Dallas Cowboy, but oh, will you sit still so we can do your costume? I even got a little. Say yeehaw! All right, I'll give you a break. Hey, Linda. There we go. Here, let me put this in here. Doesn't he look like give you Michael Long vibes with his red bandana? Yeah. Alright, on to the next one. Rosie. He is our witch. He is a rescue as well. I rescued her with her sister, Bo. Hulk's cute, but he's a little cranky one. She'll sit still for me then. See Rosie and her cute little purple ensemble with this fluffy skirt she has on. Stuff, Rosie. I know. I got a little turnable stage so I could show them all. Here is Gomez. He's also a rescue. He is a 0 bearded dragon, which means he doesn't have any melanin, so he's white as a ghost. I don't make the costumes. I buy them. Petco actually sells them. I just bought them 1,000 super worms at a reptile show. Thank you, B2. But we'll put that towards some more bugs for them since I'm putting through all this trouble. So here's Gomez in his unicorn costume. He has a beautiful, colorful, glittery tail with a red unicorn cone on his head. Looking very unique. This is Bo. She is blind. She may open her eyes. I'm not sure. Sometimes she doesn't if she there's a lot going on because she can't see. She wasn't blind all the time. She lays a lot of eggs, and because she lays a lot of eggs, she was laying like once a month, and it was draining her of her nutrients, and it was very hard to keep up with keeping her vitamin level high. So she got cataracts. So she's very spoiled, and yes, this is our pride costume. Because we here at Kate Does Crime in the Lizard Lounge support the LGBTQ community. So we got our little pride cape. And Bo is a leatherback. don't know if you could see this, but well, she's actually a hypo leatherback. So she's very light in color, hypomelanistic. And leatherback means she has a very small scale, so she feels like leather. Here she goes. Bojangles. You can't see them, but yeah, she's a doll baby though, and she does very well for being blind. She can't see, but she can get around her tank. She knows where everything is. She has no problem stuffing her face, so she does very well. Here is Mr. Krabs. This is Hulk again. The cranky one. I like dressing him up the best because he hates it. And he always looks very cranky. Show him off, Hulk. Show him your pictures. Adding quite a pinch of fashion to the show. Good, Hulk. Rosie. He is Frankenstein, hitting the runway with this monstrous style. With a lobster. You? Rosie is Bo's sister. They came together as a pair, but now they have their very own apartments. They don't live together anymore because reptiles aren't very social animals. And if you can tell, Rosie is much bigger than Bo because Rosie was the alpha of the two and she got all the food. So she grew a lot bigger than Bo. She didn't. It's not intentional, but that's just how they do it. She was the more dominant. Thank you, Montana. I try. Look, see, she even has some periwinkle under her beard. I don't know if you can see it, but show them, Rosie. Show them your beard. Oh, so pretty. Okay, here comes Rosie's sister Bo as the bride of Frankenstein. I don't know how I'm gonna keep this up. Got her little skirt. Sorry if it zoom like kind of like fades in and out. If it's so up close, it kind of. There's a cute little bow in your skirt, girl. It is also right about their bedtime, so I feel like, yeah, I'm just gonna close my eyes. Our assistant needs more time. Good? Okay. Here is Gomez again, our Zero bearded dragon. I have more bearded dragons, but my other bearded dragons do not tolerate me dressing them or won't sit still. And my ultra handicap one is asleep for the winter. So, the ones that are well behaved we're using. This is Gomez. He's the Zero. Oh, he is also a Dunner, which I don't know if y'all can tell. But he looks a lot more spiky than the other kinds because normally lizard scales have like a cone-shaped pattern. Well, Gomez, his hat, or not a cone, a teardrop pattern, but his are cone shaped, so they point straight up rather than like that. So he looks extra spiky, and his don't have a pattern. They just kind of shoot all over the place. So he's called a dunner, a zero, a hypo, zero dunner. And he actually, I think he's a translucent as well. If they have clear nails, it means that, or no, if they have clear nails, it means they're hypomelanistic because they lack the melanin, so their nails will be see-through. And translucent, they'll have very dark eyes like Bo, but he's not translucent. And Hulk is our fire-breathing dragon. He already thinks he is. Yay, pumpkin! He already thinks he's a fire-breathing dragon, but now he has wings and scales if he would sit still. All right. Who feeds Rosie? Isn't it cute? He had it on, but he saw my female. Yeah, he's trying to fly away. He saw my female, who my assistant was supposed to be covering up. And now he's angry because he saw her. Put this in your head. Straight out of Game of Thrones. Is it Drogon? There we go. It's Drogon. Let's even got a little. Yeah. Alright, Drogon. Go ahead. Here is Gomez again. We had a lizard order, but they're kind of just all running off, so he's just grabbing what he can. This is Gomez again, our zero, and he's dressed up as a little spider. See? There's little 8 legs on the side here, or 4 legs there, and 4 legs on this side. Balls. Gomez and Rosie are the most well behaved. They'll let me. I'm gonna put this away. How many do I have in total? I have 8 bearded dragons, and I have a large water monitor that's like the size of a cat, and I have a leopard gecko, and now we just got a chameleon. So, and a turtle. So I have a bunch. I have a zoo. Yeah. Hulk is the grumpy one who never listened. Gomez and Rosie are the well-behaved. Will sit there and let me do it. Well, Bo will too, but it's only because she's blind and she can't see where she's going, so she'll just sit there. But she used to be more of a runner. Thank you, down dirty and dishy. Oh my goodness. Here is Rosie. What is underneath you? You're not supposed to have this. Rosie in her Yeti costume. I have them all in individual apartments. Goodness. All right, you can bring her out for a second. I have them all in their own individual apartments because they are very solitary creatures. Females can sometimes live together, but it's not worth trying. And even if they can live together, they will steal the other's resources. There'll be one that's an alpha, so it's better. What? And then it says, Yeti to party. my assistant wanted to just show our leopard gecko, who will not let us put any clothes on her, but she's cute. Say hi, Rex. Her name's Rexa, but they look like they're smiling. I don't know if you can see. But there you go. Hey, Sabrina. I'm sorry if I'm not getting everybody because I'm trying to control all the lizards. Not really. Hulk will. Hey, please help me, Facebook. Hulk will bite if he's in his tank. He'll head bob at me, but once he's out, he's fine. But if I bother him inside of his area, he will absolutely try and bite me. He won't like put up a huge fight, but if I put my finger near his he won't try and attack me, but if I put my finger near his mouth, he'll go for it. He'll try. You put your hands in his bowl. All right. Here is. You couldn't tell we're going into the Christmas apparel. I figured I'd do it like, you know, the Thanksgiving Day parade where they go from like Thanksgiving to Christmas. So here is Bo. Okay, Bojangles. Even her lumberjack outfit. Good she would be at chopping wood since she can't see very well. Hey, Blempy! But I think she looks pretty cute. Lost my assistant. I think he's watching my hubby play Spider-Man. So I might have to do this myself. I think he's trying to get our chameleon, but... Was that what you were trying to do? Get the chameleon? I knew it. We got a new chameleon, but she doesn't like to be loved. You're a chameleon. Here's Gomez in our reindeer costume. Or Rudolph in particular, with his red nose. Got a little bow on the back, red velvety bow. Little glittery antlers. God, Gomez. Christmas sweaters. Showed off Rosie. See, there's some pretty lights on it. Girl, Rosie. Do you want to show the other Christmas sweater too while you're up here? Most of them are well behaved. I just have to keep my eye on Hulk because if he sees, he's a male. So if he sees Rosie or Bo, or if he sees really any of them, he might try and, you know, go after them. He's my only really, Hey, LFT! But here's our ugly... No. There's too many people afraid of it. There is our other ugly Christmas sweater. It says, chill out. Got some fur on the thing. Alright, hold on here. I got a warning. Trigger warning. My assistant wants to show off his pet snake. So if you aren't a snake fan, don't look until I say look. Just giving you a heads up before. Hold on, wait. I gotta give it a second and try a little delay. He's insisting, so okay. Alright, there we go. This is Annabelle. She is our big girl. And she's very sweet. Getting annoyed with me, but she's nice. Okay. My assistant is insisting that he's doing everything. Alright, the snake is gone for people not. She's sweet as in, like, I can do whatever I want to her and she'll never do anything to me, but she'll get annoyed with me. She'll just keep pushing her head away. My other two snakes, though, I can pet them, rub their chin, all that stuff. Pull shit off their eyeballs and they won't be fazed by it. Assistant, you're taking too long. I think I hear jingle bells. It's Santa! It's dressed up as Santa Claus. I wish I still had the Dog the Bounty Hunter costume, but I don't have it anymore. So here, I'll put the other two. Here you go. Oh, yeah, I gotta... Crazy. Get them all worked up. Sorry for those who don't like snakes. My assistant insisted people. Alright, give me one of the scarves. Alright, Rosie's gonna show off some accessories we have. A cute little winter scarf. Here you go. Beautiful.
Thing is still sitting in the one with the mess.
Another accessory. You're waiting for the day your grandson figures out how to open. Oh boy. It'll happen one day. Well, I'm gonna take this off because it's Bojangles and her little frog hat. My assistant is making some sound effects for you. As you can see, where you couldn't see before, she is a leatherback, so she's nice and smooth. Right. Open your eyes so people can see you. Or you sleep already. It's past her bedtime. So, isn't it cute? A little froggy hat? I just got it from a reptile show we went to. So, Here's them Nikki. This is Bo. So, I'll go over what they are again. She is, oh, there's an eye. She is a hypomelanistic, which means she lacks melanin. So, she is very bright in color. Bright yellow. Looks like a mustard yellow. And this is pretty dull for her. She's probably going to shed soon. She's usually even more bright than this. And she's a leatherback, so she's nice and smooth. She has really small scales. Okay. And you can see she's hypo because she has clear nails. I don't know if you can see them, but they're clear. And if she would open her eye, you would see that her eyes appear to be all black. I don't make the outfits, I buy them. PetSmart sells them, Petco sells lizard outfits, Etsy, some people make them on Etsy. But, okay. Goodness, I told you not to get in front of the camera. She has all black eyes, which means she was translucent, which means as a baby, you could see through her and see very lightly through her, like her organs and all that stuff. That's what translucent means, like almost see-through. So she is a hypotrans leatherback, or a hypotrans citrus leatherback. Okay. And then so that is Rosie's sister. I rescued them together. They were living in a tank together. There should be 40 gallons for one lizard. They were sharing a 40-gallon tank, and Rosie was getting all the bugs because she loves to eat. So she got a lot bigger than, she got much bigger. She got much bigger than Bo. I'll do Rosie now, so you guys can see. They're sisters. Now you can probably see the size difference. Rosie is pretty massive. I call her Mama Rosie because she is like the mama of the house. She kind of, she kind of sits in her little window and watches TV. She loves TV. Hey, Rowena! You're gonna have to rewind because I've been through the costumes. She likes to sleep. Thank you, Lori! I can see it now when you gift memberships. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. I will put that towards my, So she is... My son is using a temp gun to shine a light in here. She is a hypo, because she has clear nails. See? Hypomelanistic. That's why she's very bright in color. She's orange, and she has like periwinkle bars going down her back. I don't know if you can see that, but don't get it in her eye, please. And then she is not translucent, because she has rings around her eye. And she has regular shaped teardrop scales. I don't know if you guys can see this, but try and zoom in to show you. They're shaped like teardrops, kind of. And, but yeah, she's a lot bigger than Bo. I'm going to show them together. So these are two females, so I can usually put them together without them fighting, but I wouldn't house them together now. They used to live together fine, besides she got all the food and she didn't. But they can, two females are okay, but as you can see, the vast size difference in these two. Rosie just is like 80 times the size of Bo. Is massive as well. He is my cranky boy. You might be able to see he's probably very angry right now, so get him out of it. His beard will get very black, especially if I start messing with him right now like this. That's okay, Pecan. You can rewind and see all the outfits. But yeah, he is very big as well. He's territorial. Yeah, Rosie is very fluffy. She is the fluffiest. She often gets stuck in her cave. She gets stuck in her cave because she's so big that she can't get out, and I have to save her all the time. I actually have like really funny photos of her getting stuck. People photoshopped it for me, and it's hilarious. So Hulk is cranky. He's territorial. Once he's out of his tank, I can pretty much mess with him. But in his tank, if you even put your hands in there, he starts head bobbing and smacking his hand at you and like, get out of my house. This is mine, you know. But once you take him out, he's a big baby. And he hates everybody and everything. Oh, thank you, Jen. My assistant. You made $10. So, that is Hulk. And you know what I love about Hulk? He always looks so funny because he's got these big, bulgy eyeballs. And they just make me laugh. He's the only one with these big, bulgy eyeballs. I'm not really sure why, but they're my favorite. Here is Gomez. He is a very... Yes, Hulk has come very far. He was very mean at first. Something said about possums? What about possums? My friend has a possum that she just lost, and he is the cutest little baby ever. So, this is Gomez. I swear. Oh, thank you, Leela. You like the reindeer outfit. So, Gomez, I swear he's the lizard. He is the lizard with one brain cell. He is totally really out there. He listens very well, but I think it's because he has one brain cell. But I still love him. Right, Gomez? He's very well behaved. He's a 0, which means he has no melanin. He is a completely Caucasian lizard. He's completely white, as you can see. I actually dressed him up as the Easter Bunny one year because he's all white. I don't know if you can tell now that the clothes are off, but if you can't tell, he's a lot more spiky than the other ones. Show them your spikes. Because he's a dunner. He has no pattern to his scales, and they're shaped like cones. And so his beard is kind of, there's no pattern. It's all over the place. See, no pattern, nothing. Back. So he's a dunner, and he's a 0, which makes him a very, very expensive. He's a hypo. Well, no, he wouldn't even be hypo because he's a 0. He has no melanin, so he's just a 0 dunner. Rosie. Alright, go ahead, put Rosie back up. Why don't you go get Gigi real quick? I'm not sure Gigi. Hook up his back. So, my son's gonna grab the other ones. That won't sit still, and I'll show you them. Your possum was cute, Callie. I love the little baby possums are super cute. Yay! You might have to rewind to see the outfits, though. We've been through the outfits. So I have 8 bearded dragons. I have a water monitor. He is a very large lizard. He'll be about the size of a dog after he grows completely. But right now he's about the size of a cat. I have a chameleon. I have a leopard gecko. Okay. I have a chameleon, a leopard gecko, a turtle.
Fish.
1 fish.
3 snakes.
3 snakes. Yeah. This is G. She will not sit still usually to get dressed, so I didn't even bother to bring her out. But I imagine her to be like a New Jersey diva girl.
Raptor.
So I named her Gigi. Because she's bougie and fiery. And she will try and fight the boys. Most of the females are pretty laid back. She will head bob and try and fight the boys. She's tough. Right, G? She's just a regular. As you can see, she's a lot darker than the others. Her scales are teardrop shaped. She has black nails, so she's not hypomelanistic. You can try and get Phoenix. I'm going to attempt to get Phoenix out, but he doesn't. He's not really a people lizard. He's not mean. He just doesn't like to be handled. So, we'll see. Like he wouldn't bite me. I don't think he would bite me or anything, but he just doesn't like to be bothered. My assistant. My lizards would definitely mate and make babies, but I won't let them mate and make babies because most of them are rescues, and I just don't know much about their genetics, so I don't feel comfortable mating them. But my blind girl, so she lays a lot of eggs. It's bad. I actually thought about getting her surgery to get her, I guess, like fixed for a lizard, but it's actually super expensive to get a lizard fixed. So, but she's getting older, so it might not keep happening. So I'm gonna wait and see if she keeps having eggs, and if she doesn't, what? Okay. If she doesn't, then you know, I'll let her go, but she may need to get surgery because she will get pregnant and fill up with eggs, and then she has to lay them. I make her a little sand pit and she digs, but it'll be like as soon as she lays eggs, she refills, and just over and over and over again. Thank you, Rowena. Of course, I'll make sure they go to Lizard and Assistant Treats. Probably around like $1,000. That's why she's blind, because she was having eggs so often that I couldn't keep up with keeping her, like, it basically when they get eggs. Well, yeah, I mean, for her age though, like, it's a lot for, I mean, it's not super a lot for a procedure, but I mean, for her age and for the costs and like how she might not deal with it anymore. Like next, yeah, it drains their calcium levels. It sucks all of. I don't have the Dog the Bounty Hunter one. I don't have the stuff. Yeah, it was depleting all the vitamins in her body because the eggs need all the vitamins, even though they're infertile. It sucks all the calcium and eggs out, and she was, you know, and I was, I mean, constantly trying to like refuel her, like feeding her, but it was like impossible to keep up. But she's at the age, it had happened like 3 times the year before and it was manageable, but last year it was really bad. But now she's at the age where she shouldn't do it this year, so I'm hoping we don't run into that problem. But I had no idea that it would give her cataracts, which I found out after. But she does fine for having cataracts. You gotta strangle this one? Get Rosie while I grab food. Okay. Here's the big baby. This is Erwin. He is bad. And he's large. And he's ridiculously intelligent. I should have named him Houdini. Because that's a good question, K-Braze. I don't know. Yes, this is the one that got in the wall, which is crazy to me because he's so big. I was like, how in the world could I lose this lizard and not find him? You know, because he's so big. But he can surprisingly fit in very small areas that you would think he wouldn't fit. And he is so smart. So I had to get a padlock. He doesn't sit still either. I had to get a padlock and lock his tank. And we just finished his big tank, by the way. I'll have to share pictures of it one day. But we just finished it. The paint is drying. Oh, no. Okay. Tell me to put Hulk away. He is super smart. So, in the tank, yes, it's finished. It's drying, and the only thing we have to do is run electrical wire to the electrical box, which shouldn't take that long, and then hook up the 200-gallon filter to his pool. But it is done, and I will show you guys pictures. But he's super smart. Right now, I have like double doors that go like this, and there's a lock on it. He will push it just enough so the doors go out, and then go in that hole. So I have to push something in front of it, right? And then he figured out another way to get out. Yes, I'm almost done, babe. There's this little hole in the top of his tank. It's like a little trap door that you can push the thing in and pull it up so you can put food in there or whatever. And he figured out how to just jump through there and come out the top. He is so bad. So bad. He's really sweet, but his nails hurt really bad. Yeah, I showed one earlier, just Samantha. So if you rewind, I say it before I hold one up because my assistant insisted. Look at the camera. Go ahead, Erwin. Look at the camera. Here we go. Okay, Sabrina. Thank you. Yes. Yes, wait for me, please. All right. Say bye, Erwin. You're going away. And we just verified that Erwin is definitely a boy. It was hard to tell, but I will tell you how we know. If you look at his nostrils, they go up pretty darn high right there. That indicates that he is a male. Females, they dip in a little more. Oh, there you go. You're being nice now. There you go. Thank you, Jen. He is so sweet. He's just a punk. That's all, right? You hear him hiss? I'm not really sure if he's hissing or what. I mean, he makes hissing. He makes hissing noises, but he's not mean. He probably has substrate in his nostril. All right, you want to go put him back? All right, say bye. Can you get Phoenix or no? No. All right. I would show my new chameleon Wednesday. I'll show you a picture. Can you get Wednesday out or?
You like it.
She takes too long. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I can get Wednesday out of her tank. Give me 1 second. Alice got this little baby at the reptile show. She's setting. It's not very fond of being handled. What's spinning her? She's scared. Come on. A little closer so you can see. It's a baby. Look at her little eyeballs. You can hardly see her because she's bursting all over and shit. But she doesn't really appreciate coming out. She's super I don't know. A scaredy cat of everything. She's getting used to me now, though. Before she would go and like open her mouth at me, but now she's good. Jingle bells for her. He's looking up a song, I think, for the background. I don't think she would ever tolerate me. Yeah, she's a little girl. Got a little sprinkler system and everything. She got the hookup already. We got real plants. Yeah. Oh. Give her a hand. We decided to name her Wednesday because we got her around Halloween and it's a, Addams family name. We wanted to name her Lilith, but Aunt didn't like Lilith, so we agreed. She'll get like inches long-ish. She was on the white thing. I don't know if you guys can see, but she's getting really light. So I had her on the white. Go ahead. Do you want a hand? False. What are you doing?
We're gonna
You trying to grab on my camera? Go ahead, you can try. It can be nervous. She cute. Go ahead, you want one more time? One more camera grab. Go ahead, Wednesday. Go for it. No? You don't want to do it? You can tell we just think it's so funny how she grabs stuff with her little hands and it's quite entertaining. Come on, I just want to help you, but I know you're going to be mad if I do. Yeah. Isn't she a cutie? I know! Her little lizard belly. Here, let me see if I can get her. Go ahead, reach up. Reach up to the fingies. Go ahead. Go ahead. Like, no, never mind. Oh, yeah, I had iguanas too. They're saying hello to you. Yeah, she could change colors. Pretty much just different shades of green, though. Not like there's some that we've seen at the reptile show that turn like blue, red, purple. Oh, thank you, Pecan. I try. Most of them are rescues. She isn't a rescue. I bought her because we always wanted a chameleon. But almost all of them are rescues. All my one of my snakes is all of my bearded dragons besides Gigi are rescues. My monitor's not a rescue. My turtle's a rescue.
The fish is
The
not a rescue.
Yeah, the fish isn't. The leopard gecko's a rescue.
And tell me what happened with Peach.
Oh, and we also had another leopard gecko, but she got cancer. She passed.
One night, for sure.
Oh yeah, she bit my shirt. Wouldn't let go. Go ahead, wrap your tail around. There you go, lizard butt.
This one YouTube.
Yes, it's on YouTube. The fish isn't a rescue. Yeah, we bought the fish. Well, so we had like 4 goldfish, and they got really big. Because in like my motto is if we get a fish. Wait, you're making me nervous being there. You better don't move past this spot. If you have a pet, then my motto is, no pets are throwaway pets. So I look up every pet that I have and how to properly care for them because, some people just grab pets as like throwaway pets and put little goldfish and, whatever and flush them down the toilet. So we got 4 goldfish and we got them for my turtle to eat, and my turtle decided he wanted to be friends with them. So we left them in there and they got really big, and then one day my turtle decided to just massacre all the goldfish and it was horrible. Yes, fashion show with belly and booty. Here, do you want to try grabbing something? Here, you want to try grabbing a scarf? He said the lizard said subscribe. Thank you. Where are their ears? Well, usually they have holes on the side of their ears, like the bearded dragons have holes on the side of their ears. And I don't know where a chameleon's ears are, to be honest. And that's something we have to look up. How do chameleons hear? But I will tell you that lizards and snakes have this thing called a Jacobson gland, and they use their tongue to smell, and that's why they're always sticking out their tongue. And yes, Wednesday said subscribe. My son watches YouTube, all those like YouTube videos. They're like, make sure you like and subscribe. So he made sure he said it. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so they use their tongue to smell, and that's how they remember like where they are. So for instance, if you have like a monitor that you're trying to tame that's cranky, the best way to tame them is, well, yeah, but also to get them out of defensive mode. So if you start wiggling your fingers or, doing stuff like that, they'll get curious and they'll start smelling the air with their tongue. And when they start smelling the air, that's a sign. When their tongue comes out, that's a sign that their brain is active and they're thinking and they're curious. And that's a good sign. If you have a cranky lizard, you want it to be licking the air, because that means if they're not doing that and they're just sitting there. I wouldn't say it goes for chameleons, because chameleons don't really stick their tongue out to smell. But with like monitors or bearded dragons or whatever, when they're not licking the air, that means they're defensive and they're taking all the information. And once they lick the air, that's them downloading all the information to their brain. So you want them to be licking the air. But you want to move very slow with lizards. The higher they are, the better usually they will feel, because the predators are down low. It's not good to hover over them, because they usually have a third eye on the top of their head where they can see shadows above. So they know if a bird's flying overhead, and that will actually scare them. So you don't want to hover them, and you want to move very slow. Let them know you're coming. If they're cranky, just put your hands like this, because if you're balled up in the fist, they don't have anything to bite. And you just get closer. Yes. We will be doing it every holiday per my assistant. Not every holiday, but every year.
Yeah, like for like when I get presents and stuff.
Yeah, every
Christmas.
Christmas. We'll do it annually.
No.
And yeah. Well, all three are all together. Oh yeah, Bojangles. Well, anyways, get out. I know, he reminds me of all the things that I forget. Did I miss anything else? You mean Hulk? Is that who you're talking about?
No. You mean?
He is the best assistant. I'm saying you're a great assistant and that you did a good job. He was my fashion dresser.
We do this for the own.
You do it right. Yeah. Well, you earned the money. Good job. All right. All right, guys.
And
Well,
also give some money to the lizard.
they did. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. The snake. Yep. Well, I don't know. That probably the lizards, but they're all pretty closed off tightly. Yeah, she Wednesday is not.
Yeah, Wednesday's not old enough to do this.
She doesn't enjoy being out of her tank at all. Sorry, Wednesday, let's try.
She's not old enough to be.
She really likes the carrot.
She's giving her kisses.
Go ahead.
Kisses.
All right, y'all. Good night. We're gonna go play some Spider-Man. Hubby's waiting for me. Oh yeah, definitely. If somebody messages with her. Look at you getting all this money now, Aunt. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you, Thumb. I promise I didn't plan for him to say that. He just threw it out there. Look, you made some money. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, guys. Say bye, Wednesday.
Let me pull on the camera.
All right. One more time. One more camera, bro.
No, let me do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. One more camera, bro. I can't see it. What are you doing? All right. Bye, guys. Good night. Thank you. Say bye and thank you. Oh, thank you, Rowena. Look, you got more assistant money. You can break it in. That'll go towards your go-kart. Have a good night, guys. Thank you, Mama Bear. Make sure you rewind if you didn't watch the beginning. It's all right.